Well, the plan is we sat down with Turkey Al-Sheikh and we had to do kind of like a plan in Anthony Yarde, but there was talks about fighting Anthony Yarde, fighting the next one will be Beterbiev, the second one will be Bivol, and the third one Zurdo Ramirez, and the other one will be Opetaia. So
if David Benavidez pulls something like this off, my friends, is he going to be considered better and the more greater Mexican warrior compared to Canelo Alvarez? You guys, it has been a wild day in boxing. We got an absolute great weekend of boxing coming up and UFC. But the breaking news with David Benavidez has surpassed it all for today. You know, there's rumors of Turkey Al-Sheikh offering David Benavidez $200 million for a 5-fight deal. And not just that, but David Benavidez Sr. also just recently came out in an interview saying that him and Turkey Al-Sheikh talked already about this 5-fight plan deal and who it consists of. Some of the greatest boxers that we have in boxing right now. That's why I'm saying, will he be considered better than Canelo after all the times he called out Canelo? Canelo saying he wanted $200 million just to fight him. Okay, it's a hot topic. But David Benavidez will be facing Anthony Yarde. Okay, November 22nd for the main event. David, you got Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney. We all know this. But Arthur Beterbiev is also on that card. Okay, he's going to be facing Dion Nicholson. And what they're trying to do is after David Benavidez beats your boy Anthony Yarde, they want to set up a February fight between Arthur Beterbiev and David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. And then they're saying if he gets through that and Dimitri Bivol comes out of his, injury and everything that's going down with him, that will be the third fight on the deal. David Benavidez gets through those two fighters and then Dimitri Bivol. But it doesn't stop there. They're still thinking after. And they're thinking about, in my mind, moving up to the cruiserweight division. Because then they say, after they beat Bivol, they want to move up and fight the cruiserweight world champion, Zurdo Ramirez, which is ridiculous, okay? That would be Mexican versus Mexican, absolutely ridiculous showdown, okay? And after he beats him, he wants to go fight Jay Opetaia, my friends. Yes. And that fight would probably take place in the UK and be an absolute ridiculous fight. Jay Opetaia is just becoming an absolute star right now. And to me, this is ridiculous. I don't know if it's, this is going to go down exactly how it's supposed to go down. Because you're talking about David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, taking down all the monsters. Undisputed world champions. Which is ridiculous. That they even want to try to do this. David Benavidez Sr. said, hey, we're going to focus on Anthony Yarde first. But that's what we talked about. And to be honest, man, this is what boxing's all about. And I'm absolutely impressed. This is why I love David Benavidez. Look at the guys that he's already beat. Huh? Caleb Plant. Huh? David Morrell. Huh? Gonna be Anthony Yarde now. Huh? What about Demetrius Boo-Boo Andre? Huh? I mean, bro, what he's trying to accomplish is absolutely amazing, man. I can't believe it. And this weekend, we got Arslanbek Mahmudov, who's coming off that, what was it, a first-round knockout win over Ricardo Brown, former Olympian, right? And then also, he's going to be taking on David Allen, who's coming off that ridiculous second fight with Johnny Fisher.
He's coming in, 15 seconds left. Will Johnny Fisher get up? Just about. And Dave Allen has got a few seconds left in the round to jump. The legs have gone. And Dave Allen here, can he follow up? Fisher needs to come in, his legs have gone.
The White Rhino, okay? And then you got the former IBF, WBA, welterweight champion of the world, Jerome Boots Ennis, who's moving up, just vacated all his bouts, moving up to the 154-pound division, which is a ridiculously deep division, and is going to be facing Ousmane Lima for his, what everybody would call, just a stepping stone fight, right? This is just getting his feet wet. He ain't diving deep like Terrence Bud Crawford did when he fought Canelo Alvarez. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. One thing about this fight, we all know Boots Ennis is probably going to go in here and dominate. Okay? He's supposed to come in here and win this fight. But where have the promotions been, bro? I talked about this on my shorts earlier because I've been seeing PBC drop promotions for Sebastian Fundora, Thurman, Pitbull Cruz, Lamar Roach, great posters. And really, I felt like the Jerome Boots Ennis and Ousmane Lima fight has went just underground and it hasn't been talked about enough. Now, I understand why this is a fight that Jerome Boots Ennis is going to win, but man, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, doing a poor job with Jerome Boots Ennis, in my opinion. But should be a good showcase fight for Jerome Boots Ennis.